Hey everybody, this is Bridget Mack and you're watching Elite Living. This is my very first video webisode for year 2013. Yay! I have been trying to get around to doing this video webisode for quite some time. I wanted to start off on January 1st with it being the very first webisode, but I got behind because I had to wait on my new camera to come in. As a matter of fact, I want to introduce to you my new Olympus pen camera. Yes, my husband bought it for me and it is going over quite swimmingly. I'm still trying to learn how to use this baby. There's so many features to this camera. Actually, I have been able to use it to post pics on my blog. I have been blogging, and that's been some of my holdup because I've gotten a very good response from the readers on the blog in regards to the recipes that I've been putting online. I've got a lot of more topics that I'm going to be covering when it comes to parenting and home and a lot of different other things. It's just so much I've got to get organized and put in line. But I want to take the time to do this because a few weeks ago I put up on Facebook some then and now pictures and gave a mini testimony of my hair story. So I wanted to do this. I had someone that I used to go to school with ask me if I could come and do her hair, and I told her, I said, look, sweetie, I am not a cosmetologist, and actually this has just been some things that through trial and error with my hair, and I told her I'd do a blog, so I'm doing this for her. As far as my hair, everybody who knows me know that I love some extensions. I love wearing extensions. They're so convenient. Yes, you look at that. You can go long, you can go short, you can do anything that you want with them. And the thing about it is, my hair has done so good. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you a before and after picture of my hair. This is my hair in year 2010. This is not that year 2010 was not my first time going short. Actually, I've been going short off and on ever since I was like in high school. And so this is the last time I cut my hair in year 2010. I decided to cut my hair at that time because I was so frustrated with it. I had my first baby in 1997, and it was then that I started losing my hair. The doctor had told me, because I was sick with her, that I would probably lose some of my hair from the medications that they put me on. But even after I got out of the hospital, I continued to have this excessive hair shedding. Now my daughter's fixing to be 16 years old, and she was 14 in 2010, so you can imagine it was like 14 years of going back and forth with this constant hair shedding. And then I developed something called a stress spot up here in the top of my head. So when I cut my hair, I had just said, you know what, I'm just going to go short and that's it. So I went short with it, and I said that I was just going to grow it out a little bit and just let that be it. Well, 2011 came around and my sister passed away. And then my hair definitely went back to shedding, and the stress spot came back, and it got so bad I told people that I had the Donald Trump thing going on, where I had to just do the hair swirl, you know, try to swirl it, and it just wasn't working. So I had a nice cute cut and a bald spot on top of my head, and it was really horrible because, you know, every time I even thought about my sister or thought about the situation, everything that was going on, literally the hair was like ding, 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 ding. It was just falling. I mean, I could have created you a weave with all the hair that was coming out of my head. So I was like, God, you're gonna have to show me how to get control of this, get control of my emotions, find out what was going on. And through some research, I found out two things. Again, this may be the case for you, but this is what I discovered about me. So if you want to take it and see if this is what's probably the issue you may be having with your own hair, fine. I found out two things. The reason why I continued to have hair shedding even after I had my daughter, after I came home from the hospital with her, is because always after a woman has a baby, they usually give you pain medicines, and they had me on this ibuprofen. So I had the ibuprofen for when I had the baby, and then I would take it whenever I had a headache or wasn't feeling well. Well, I found out that for some people, when you use ibuprofen, it does cause excessive hair shedding. I didn't know that. And so I was like, okay. So I decided to just mix the ibuprofen, and I just, whenever I'm not feeling well, I take something else. Immediately I saw a difference. The next thing I found out about my hair and most women is that during the winter months or the colder months, your hair will shed a lot more than it does during the warmer months because of the cold and what it does to your hair. Now I live in the South, and it was doing that to my hair, so I can only imagine what I'd look like if I lived up north. So with those two things, I had to kind of make some decisions. Some years ago, I did a video about this lady that I found on YouTube, Batia, and I started following her and trying some of her hair regimens, and it worked. There are so many products out there that work well, so I can't really narrow it down to one particular hair product. Some things are more expensive than others. For me, I love the Mizani line of products. They are expensive. I think like the shampoo is maybe $10 for a bottle. That's about that big. And then the conditioner is like $15 for the bottle. The perms run about, I think it's 12 bucks for just the perms, and then it's got the hairspray, which is the oil sheen, which is about 17 bucks. So all of that adds up, and then it's me, and I have 2 daughters. So that was getting to mount up. So I had to buy the products like one at a time until I finally just got it so we could use it. So when the budget was tight and I could not afford the Mizani products, especially the Butter Blend hair perm, which is really, really good, I would use the Ultra Sheen perm, which works really well on my hair. And I would do that. What I decided to do until I got my hair back together was just go right back to wearing my extensions. And so what I did was I would wash my hair, I would deep condition it in the products. I even use the Pantene products on my hair. They have the Pantene for women of color. I would do that, deep condition it, and Atia online, she was talking about the tea oil that you could put on your hair while wet. So after I wash my hair and condition it, before it dried, I would put the tea oil on there. Now, I can't afford the regular tea oil. I mean, the bottle is like this big and it's like 20 bucks. Are you serious? Okay, really. I got 3 kids and a husband and bills. So I found the generic version of it called Silk Remedy at Sally's, and this is like $9, and this lasts a long time because you do not have to put that much in your hair once you wash it. Literally, after I would wash my hair, and you can put it on your hair dry, I would put maybe about that much in my hair, and then I would just take it and I would run it through while it was wet, and then I would proceed to the next step depending on what I was going to do for my hair. And it kept my hair nice and moisturized. My daughters, they don't wear extensions, but they don't have to worry about putting this on their hair every day. Once we wash it and condition it, it's good for about a week or so with that, and it just depends on what they're doing in between that week. Now with me, since I have been wearing, it's been going on 2 years that I have just been wearing the extensions and just leaving my hair alone, and here's a picture of what it looks like now. Okay, so I don't have the patience, and there are some great hairstylists out there, but I really just do not have the patience to go in and sit at a salon all day long. And what I had to do was make some choices, because right now I've got a lot of things in my life that my husband and I are working towards, and myself, he told me I didn't have to do it, but I wanted to do this. I gave up going to the beauty salon to put more money towards our forever home. And so what I've been doing is taking that money and just putting it towards getting stuff for our home. And you're going to hear more about that in the blog and ideas on what you can do to become one step closer to getting your forever home as well. So what I started doing, I mean, I can put in extensions myself. I did learn how to do a sew-in. I don't have the patience for that either. Pray for me. I'm still working on that. So what I decided to do is just, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that's doing this. With my hair, of course, I leave the top part of my hair out. But the rest of my hair, I just started just braiding back as if I was going to do a sew-in. And then I took a stocking cap and I sewed it on top of the braid. And then I took the hair extensions and I glued it on top of it so that I wouldn't be messing with my hair. And it's worked for me. Again, it may not work for you. I told them I would tell them what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing, and it's working. My stress spot here in the back, and I hate I threw that picture away because I did take a picture of it, and I threw it away because I was embarrassed at the time. But you can see where you could just literally see my scalp, and now my hair has grown back to, like, you know, that long now. So I don't want to wear my hair at all until my stress spot is to the length of my regular hair, which is right now at my shoulders. Also back here in the back, when I'm thinking, I always go back and twist and turn and twist and turn. And my daughter, she has to hit me on the hand, and my mama does the same thing too. That hair has also grown back because that's my fault. That's not stress. That's just me doing it out of a bad habit. So once that grows back and gets healthy and strong, then maybe I'll wear my hair. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever give up wearing weave because it's just so doggone convenient. I mean, the hair that I buy is already bumped, it's already styled. All I have to do is just put it in and it falls into place. So when I wake up in the morning, I take my silk cap off. If I have to, I will curl my own hair, which is this. This is my hair up here, if it needs to be. But the rest of it, it stays curled, it stays in place. Whatever style it is, it's there, and I don't have to do it. And it takes a lot of pressure off of me, and it cuts my getting ready time in half in the morning. Another thing that I did go back to was the old-fashioned mane and tail shampoo and conditioner that I use on me and my daughter's hair. Pantene works really well for our hair. Our textures are a little different. My middle daughter is going natural. Me and my oldest daughter, we're too shallow for that. I probably would, but I got 2 grades of hair. I have a really nice grade here in the top, and then I got Kunta Kinte hair in the back. So that don't look so good. So I'm just gonna, you know, Jesus said no when it came to that with my hair. But what I do, I'm semi-natural, if you can call it that, because what I do is I put a perm in my hair right now only every 2 months, and then eventually maybe every 3, and then maybe every 4 or what have you. I don't put in a perm every 6 weeks religiously. Sometimes I can go up to 3 months without it, even with new growth, because I can just flat iron it and it works out well. And then plus with me keeping it braided up all the time is really not necessary. And it's growing and I love it. So this is what I'm doing. I do use a paddle brush, and I've had this baby for quite some time. She's been with me. I'm going to have to retire her. You see the silver is wearing off, and that's really good. It's not good to use a brush like this all the time on your hair. I just use this when I'm gelling or jamming. I put the jam on my edges, and I use that to just put the jam in place. But for the most part, even when it comes to my extensions, I just use my paddle brush. And my daughters, they use the paddle brush on their hair, and it does just fine. It's better. It's better for your scalp, and it's better for your hair. It won't split it. It won't cause it to, you know, do everything. Now I'm messed up my hair. Look at this. Give me a moment. Thanks, Jesus. So that's pretty much what I do to my hair in a nutshell. Like I said, you know, if you have a beautician and she's doing well with your hair, by all means, keep at it. If you're just frustrated from your stress spot, I do recommend that you do talk to a doctor about it. I did talk to mine. And of course, he did, you know, confirm that it was just from everything that was going on in my life with losing my sister and all the different things that was happening in my family. So I really had to work to get that in place. Am I still grieving? Of course. But then now I've learned how to just really do it in a healthy way where it really won't affect my body in the way it does. Check into the medications. If you are taking medications, if you are taking certain pills or diet pills or vitamins, check into that to see if that is a problem or no. Also, during the winter time, just pay attention to your hair during the different seasons and the different times of the year, because that does come into play. It does affect all hair, not just for African American hair, women of color as well. I did read that online as well. So, and I spoke with my doctor about it, and like I said, he went back and confirmed it. But that's pretty much it. I hope it's a blessing for you. If you have any questions, let me know. If I don't have it, I'll just probably forward you to someone else, because I'm not going to pretend like I know it all. But God is good. I got me some hair now. Natural hair. I ain't talking about the weed. I'm talking about some natural hair. And I can put it in the ponytail when I'm around the house. And I can fun it. And my husband can run his hands through it. And he, you know, he won't pull it out. So that's it. So I hope you all love it. Have a wonderful day. Until next time, when I come back, I had some wonderful bargain finds today when I went out shopping. So that's going to be my next vlog. Look forward to talking to you then.